In part 5 of this series, we'll see how to reduce the impact and associated cost of future changes to the application and deploy database packages due to changes in the database schema. We will view which statements are impacting when dropping a column and locate those statements within our application. Then we will find any invalid database packages and make adequate changes to fix the application and recreate the database packages to contain this change. To assess the impact of dropping a column in our credit card application on DB2, start by creating a script with the alter statement. Right-click on the connection of your database and select New SQL Script. Here, enter your alter statement. Highlight the statement. Right-click on the statement and select Find Reference in SQL Outline. The SQL Outline will now show you the SQLs that get impacted with this change. In this case, we only have one select statement within our application that uses such a column. From each SQL in the SQL Outline, you can navigate to the location in the source where it needs to be changed. Double-click on the SQL statement. Now that we have located our SQL statement within the source, scroll to the right of your source file and delete the reference to that column. Save your source. Now we are safe to go and run the script since we know that our application is not being impacted any longer. Right-click on the statement and run the SQL to drop the column. At this time, the database package that we created in part 4 of this series are no longer valid, since the column referenced by the statements contained in the package no longer exist. To view the packages that are no longer valid in our database, expand the connection. Right-click on Schemas and select Find Invalid Packages. Here we see the list of invalid packages. Click Cancel. To drop the packages, expand Schemas and expand Null ID. Check under Packages. You can now drop multiple packages at the same time. Select the invalid packages and select Drop. Click OK. We now need to delete the select statement from the capture file and rerun our application to capture the modified select statement. Go to the SQL Outline. Right-click on the select statement and select Find in Pure Query XML. Right-click on the select statement and select Delete. Save the capture file and refresh the Pure Query outline. Now close the capture file and open the PDQ properties. Change the property to capture mode on and execution mode to dynamic. At the end, add the property to enable literal substitution. Set it equal to enable. Save the file and close it. Execute your code by right-clicking, select Run As, Java Application. Right-click on the project and select Pure Query, Show SQL Outline. Expand the Pure Query folder and open your capture file. Notice that there are two packages due to incremental capture. The second package was created to contain the select statement when we rerun the application to recapture our modified select statement. You can verify if packages already exist for artifacts from your project by specifying the Verify Package option in the bindprops file. Open the bindprops file. Add the property default options and set it equal to -verify packages. Type detail. Save the file and right-click on your capture file and select Bind. Select your DB2 connection and click Finish. Scroll up the console and you will see that there are 8 packages that do not exist in the database. A user can now specify the difference only property to only bind those packages that have changed. Replace the verified packages value with difference only and type true. Save the file and close it. Right-click on the capture file and select Pure Query Bind. Select your DB2 connection and click Finish. Go to the SQL outline and click on the Database Packages tab. Double-click on any of the packages to verify that the packages have actually been bounded. Data Source Explorer, and we see that those packages are in fact created. If the user wishes to only have one package containing all the statements, he can easily drag and drop the statements from one package to another. Click on the select statement, drag and drop it onto the other package. Save your capture file. Expand the package and notice that all the statements are now contained within that package. Also notice that the SQL outline reflects the changes from your capture file. The user can now easily change their package name to something more meaningful within the Pure Query XML editor. Click on the package name and enter My Package. Save your file. At this time we must rebind the package in order to run static SQL, since the package has changed. A new feature added in this release is the ability to filter SQL statements by database objects, which makes it easier to find what you're looking for in very large capture files. Select Filter. Enable your filter and set it to show us only the select statements within our capture file. Click OK. To disable the filter, right-click, select Filter again, and you can either disable by unchecking this checkbox or restore defaults, and click OK.